Welcome in, sim racing fans, to tonight's Bump and Run Cup Series action coming at you live from the World Center of Racing, yes again. We do have 100 laps ahead of us here on the high banks, 250 miles of action-packed pack racing. I got the one, I got the only, his name's the Yamentator. Justin, how you doing on this wonderful race evening, man?
I'm good. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're at, good morning. Hope you're having your cold snack and your fresh mints or whatever you got. It's fixing to be a good one. We fixing to lay it down again here at Daytona.
Alan McCarthy's still up there leading us in the points. Justin Steves, how about him? He's still there lurking second in the standings. Look at how Tyler Massey, that Stam Studio Network Harvest Ford Mustang, up there in third. Austin Mice, Brian Huntley Jr., one of league owners, he sits fifth in the standings. 6th through 10th belong to Brandon Moore, Matthew Fitz, Chris Campbell, Robbie Bice, as well as Tyler Myers. Here we go as we cut to live virtual track action here tonight as we head underneath the lights. We'll check out our race info here tonight. 988 subscribers. We're on the road to 1,000. Tell your grandma, tell your neighbor, tell your dog as well. It's okay if you got to make another account for him. 2.5 mile speedway, 83 Fahrenheit temp, 82 track temp. Very good day for racing. No rain in the forecast. Justin, what are you looking forward to seeing here tonight for our boys ripping it around the World Center of Racing?
I'm interested to see who's going to work together. We've seen a lot of guys going at it. Last weekend on the high banks, going to be interesting to see if everybody can get back to the same head to tails that they were last week, or somebody else going to be a little different here. Somebody going to have some new front runners. So, man, same expectations, but a lot more drama to be going into it tonight.
Right there with you. So is Sean Judson. He's going to slap it out there up on the pole with a 50.123. Kyler McCarthy only 0.001 seconds behind him. Also held a steady wheel in our qualifying session. He slaps it out there on the outside of the front row. Austin Mice, that Mice Motorsports Stam Studio Network affiliation number 97. He'll start third. Robbie Bice, Charles Van Schwick, Brian Huntley Jr., Matthew Fitz, Tyler Myers, Willie B. Roberts, Olivia Hammond, Chris Campbell, as well as Joe Stipe in the 00, rounding out the top 12.
We take a look back. Let's go to 13th and Philip Brigman, 14th Travis Farmer, Daniel Higgins 15th, Kevin Roy 16th, Cameron Smith 17th, Brandon Moore 18th, Justin Steves 19th, and Robert Amal in the transition. So make sure you keep an eye on that number 13 and that number 8. Both of them are in the back of the pack, but if you remember Brigman picking up the win at Talladega earlier in this season, Brandon Moore, multi-time winner here on the season. Let's see if you can try to get that number 8 Chevrolet up to the front.
Alrighty, thank each and every single one of you joining in here live tonight on Stam Studio Network. 988 subscribers, just 12 more to go. We see you, Travis Farmer, down here live in YouTube chat. So is Terry, so is Carrie, all hanging out here with us. This is going to be a nice, fun race here tonight. Make sure you got yourself a drink, you got yourself a snack. Even if that drink might be a little bit stronger than some sweet tea, we might need it from this World Center of Racing here tonight. Lights are out on the iRacing safety pace car. Sean Judson in the Toyota Camry W Energy. A metallic pink machine will lead us to the green flag. Race fans, get up, stand up for your life, and don't give up the fight, because we are about to be green flag racing at the Bump and Run Cup Series. Here we go. Sean Judson, Kyler McCarthy, green, green, green.
Away we go. Everybody going to get up to speed. You're going to see everybody start locking the horns. Do we keep the outside? That's going to be the momentum here. Try to get down to the inside, or is everybody going to keep it side by side as they race off? You'll notice there's a bunch of Monster Energy machines. They're going to try to get nose to tail right there. You got Bice, you got Fitz, all running Monster Energy schemes. Let's see if these guys got to work together.
Yep, we're going to see this outside and inside line. Ooh, just barely clears Kyler McCarthy. He's going to take away the lead from Sean Judson. Sean isn't going to take to it too well, but like you said, Justin, you might have the crystal ball out already on lap 1. Look at it. That is a lot of teamwork already making the dream work. Lots of monster cars making their way down into the bottom line of the racetrack early on. That's Kyler McCarthy. He's going to lead lap 1 of the race. Sean Judson falls back to second. Austin Mice, Charles Van Schwick, and then you have Brian Huntley Jr. leading that outside line in that Shane Van Gisbergen paint scheme.
The outside line going to hang tough, but they are losing steam. Quick, fast, in a hurry. You kind of see everybody is falling off behind them. Maybe looking for some help, but this inside line has got the momentum, and they are going to the front. This outside line needs a lot of help here. We're going to have a lot of single file action here at the high banks of Daytona as they work their way through 3 and 4. That 5 machine. He is all over of Ty Myers. He is all over that back bumper of Brian Huntley. He's not going to go away too quickly. But this outside line, only 5 cars deep. You can see the momentum of that inside line having as they go around through.
Good evening, Ricardo. Good evening, Mr. Smithy Gaming. Let me know if the audio levels are audio leveling it out here tonight. As look at that high line once again. I mean, we did see this the last race just last week at Daytona here for the Bump and Run Cup Series. It was that outside line who really made a charge there towards the late laps, closing laps of the race. But right now they're headed the opposite way. Now you got Chris Campbell up there, the 68 Toyota Camry. It's a game of what we call it ebbs and flows here tonight from Super Speedway Racing. Already 3 laps in, and we continue to jeeve and jive. I'm curious to see, just like last week, throughout the whole season, we run with 70% fuel load in these cars. It should be about 30 to 35 laps, depending on if your fuel save here a little bit more than your co-counterparts.
You're going to have to find a dancing partner. You're going to have to stick with them right now. Look up front. You see the Monster Energy boys. There's a little dubby guy trying to hang in there. Trying to hang around in there, but he is getting swallowed up by that Monster Energy sandwich, as you would call it, Sean. Don't count out Mr. Charles. He's hanging out right there in that 4th position. He's kind of just got a field of guys right beside him. It's Monster Energy, W Energy, Monster Energy, Goat Racing, Monster Energy, Kinetic. I mean, just an energy drink field. I don't know if you got a bunch of caffeine addicts here or what.
Oh, way to remind me about the Monster Energy soaked bread sandwich there. We got the live driver cam of Tyler Myers. He's running in the... Where's old Tyler Myers at? Oh, no. He was just up there on that outside line, still looking for the 45 on timing and scorings here. There he is, running 16th position. This is a really cool cam because we see, I mean, now that we start to single file it out here even a little bit more, it not only sucks for here Tyler Myers. I get still confused. Tyler Myers, the 45. He's going to fall back here 8 positions since the drop of the green flag. That outside line just is not ready to go. He's still, I mean, right there, focused in up into it, but not only blinking maybe once a lap or so. Myers looks to fight another day here as he has Justin Steves right there behind him.
Got Steves right behind him, and so we've seen this a lot last week. You know, kind of early on in this run, we're 6 laps into a 100-lap race, but we're still got a lot of laps to go. But let's go ahead and throw it out there. When we get ready to start making cautions, it's going to be interesting to see how everybody kind of comes in. You'll notice you'll have one group of guys followed by another group of guys and gals. And everybody kind of plans it together with your team so you stay picked up together. So it'll be interesting to see and making sure you can get it on and off pit road. I think last week we had, whether it was this group or our full throttle group, we had some people just bouncing off the wall, left and right, and we were trying to get them locked up coming into the brakes. I mean, you figure you go from 200 to 45 in the span of a couple football fields very quickly. It can get a little herring really quick.
Appreciate you, Terry, for what you're saying down there live in YouTube land. Hello, Ted. Thank you for joining in here tonight. Looks like we got Carrie still hanging out here with us. Travis Farmer. Where is old Travis Farmer? No, what happened to the number 13 machine? He is... Justin, I've heard of texting and driving. I don't know about driving 200 and as well as texting. Let's see.
He's just getting his tunes right.
Yeah, I think that's all it. You gotta... Hey, at least he'll avoid the big one here soon.
Question for the YouTube chat.
Uh-oh, here we go.
YouTube chat here. If you were racing and had like a Spotify or like an Apple playlist or something you were listening to, what kind of music would you listen to like while you're driving around through? You listen to like Beethoven and stuff like that, or you like got some rock in your ears or what?
Great question there, Justin Yalmantater. Real quick, here's a quick replay at what happened to Travis Farmer. This is what you have to be careful on these next-gen machines. Very sensitive to the pack, and if you start to lose that draft, well, that's going to be it here for you, at least for the moment's time. But like I was saying, at least Travis Farmer will hopefully miss our first caution, which might be coming up, as Olivia tried to slide in there in front of the Daniel Higgins number 2 jockey machine there. Door quarter just quite there to slot in number 8. Let's check in on the old YouTube chat after the Yalmantator's question. We're rocking the old rock playlist. It drowns out all the other drivers there. Well said there, Terry. Justin, what are you rocking?
I just got Pink Pony Club on repeat. I'm just kidding. A great song, though. Great song. I will admit that. Nah, I think I gotta agree with you, Chad. I think I've got some scream. I got some rock going. Maybe a little Metallica, a little this, a little that. I think we got a little thing. Maybe throw in a little country too. A little country in there too. I got it. Go ahead and get me over the radio. You just hear me singing in there.
Or we might get some singing from you here soon, Justin. I know that it's supposed to be a live count there in the bottom right of the screen if you're just now joining us. Thank each and every single one of you. Also, if you're live in the vertical broadcast, make sure you mosey your way on over here to horizontal land, as that's where we are reading off chats right now, still showing at 988 subs. So we're going to regroup and rearm up here in the booth, as well as these drivers. We're going to be doing the same. Really just nowhere to go at this point in the race except to save some fuel, save some, really no saving tire. Justin, real quick, before we get to our shenanigans here, once again, we got to shout out Daniel Higgins, not only a music producer, but he also has a betting page there at the social lands. I believe it's DH Betting. Not only has he won his Darlington race picks, he also won 2 race picks here back to back. So if you're looking, if betting is your sort of cup of tea there, make sure you just hit up Daniel Higgins and his Instagram page. As far as I know, completely free. Right now, he's going to have a huge checkup, though, as here comes Olivia backing around at the outside line, as well as the number 71 of Willie B. Roberts. That's only 2 cars, Justin, not enough to make the outside line work.
You got to have a lot of help. Here comes Phil Greg. We're going to jump to the outside there and see if he can maybe get a little momentum here from this outside group, but that's going to open the door for Higgins and all the rest of the game behind him to come flying on up. Look at the run here you're going to see from Willie B. Roberts. The rest of the crew there, Brandon Moore right there. Bregman battling hard on the outside, trying to figure out where to go. I think he's going to lose his help right there in Joe Stipe. He's going to have some help.
I didn't know if Philip Brigden is going to try to slot in there in front of Joe Stipe or not. That got scary.
That could have been sketchy, real sketchy.
On board to Joe Stipe, 00 this time by, he has now made that pass over the old Cletus McFarland, Philip Brinkman, number 84. Justin, what's going through your mind at this point in the race? You're just trying to put down some laps, keep that, what do you call it? Goodness gracious, escape from the line. Keep the front of your car cool here as, oh no! Sean and Tater curse, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Watch the wall up there. Oh, the 77, is that the 77 back there in the wall? Rubbing the M&Ms off of the side of it.
I think the 77 up there was Kevin Roy. I think he definitely turned those M&Ms into some shelled M&Ms there. Willie B. Roberts, as well as Brandon Moore, I'm showing are involved. We'll have to regroup, or we have to call out the old Stam Studio Network replay booth here tonight. See what happens to these drivers. Holy checkup!
Bang! Bang! Oh, Brandon Moore's dead. Brandon Moore's dead.
Get the safety team out there stat. Holy guacatules.
That right there just looked like Ryan Priest and Kyle Larson a couple years ago.
Holy, the 71. That was probably 180, 190 up there into the outside safer barrier. Here's another sort of replay at it, possibly from the old drone camera this time by. There's so much happening. It was really just a huge checkup happening is all I see there.
Let's take a look back, see. Yeah, that's just a kind of a push gone wrong. As you see, Moore kind of got pushed into Willie B, and he caught him right there on the quarter panel or the left rear. And that's not the place you want to be. Myers and the 77 there really know where to go. Brandon Moore and Willie B always going to catch the front of that. The 45 going to catch a good piece of it. Ultimately going to maybe hurt some feelings. I don't know if that'll end you not. It may. For that 8 and that 71. The 45 may be all right. Man, knocked a toe link out of it. But, man, that one's going to hurt the old wallet book and the feeling.
Ouch. That hurt me just watching it. Oh, man. But 5 cars involved early on.
Got some time, though. Go in, get your repairs. Everybody going to hit pit road here. Oh, McCarthy misses his pit stall. He's got to hit reverse twice.
Not only doing that, are you going to lose some time, but you got to catch neutral back and then find reverse. That's going to be quite a few spots lost. 1, 2, 3, count them, as it looks like Sean Judson will lead him off of the pit lane. Austin Mice, Charles Van Schwick, Matthew Fitz, Kyler McCarthy, Robbie Bice, Brian Utley Jr., Travis Farmer. That's what I was talking about earlier in the race. He was texting and driving at upwards of 180 miles per hour. Travis Farmer is now back into this battle after this first caution here tonight. 15 laps down, 100 to go, still sitting at 988 subscribers. Thanking each and every single one of you joining in here tonight as we continue to crest our way closer and closer to 1,000. Justin, have you been running any official races here lately? You just been running some hosteds?
I'm a hosted nightmare. I'm a hosted lobby's worst nightmare because I just get in there and race. I don't care if I wreck the field. I'm just there to have a good time. And sometimes it does involve wrecking the field. But you do what you got to do. I did that the other night and I won.
Okay, what, a super speedway race we're talking?
Oh, yeah, Talladega.
Woo-hoo!
Committed mass murders.
Oh, yeah, every time.
We come home with a checker, baby. That's all that matters. Now, did I piss everybody in the lobby off? Maybe. We're not going to talk about that. Did I get a couple day ban? I'm kidding. I didn't get banned. Did I wreck people though? Yes, I did. But I did what I had to do to get to the front.
Got to do what you
and
got to do.
Would I do it again? Absolutely.
There you go. Let's check in all YouTube lands real quick. We got Scrimp Daddy in here as well as who's else? Jerry. Okay, that's not only Carrie, not only Terry. That's Jerry hanging out in here with us as well. Patrick saying, "Stam Studio, the best in the biz." I appreciate that. Jerry saying, "Ouch." That one looked like it not only hurt but tickled. Just kidding. I added that last part. Ricardo, if you're still hanging out here with us, thanking each and every single one of you once again. Woo boy, here we go. We're going to re-rack them, restack them back up. This is going to allow these drivers to run just a little bit longer on this fuel run. So possibly, what would we be looking at? Probably lap 35, lap 40 even on these drivers, if there will be a green flag pit stop.
Yeah, I think you may see some guys try to stretch it to 50 though, depending on if they're out front or if they're riding. It just depends on that.
Alrighty, 2 by 2 here throughout the fields. Let us know who you're rooting on here for tonight, and as well as if you're just now joining us in vertical land, you can mosey your way on over to horizontal land where all the chats are being read off here tonight. Sean Judson, he was out there for our pole sitter of the race, lost the pole after Kyler McCarthy led lap number 1. But here we go as we head out and into 3 and 4 for the final time before we get back up to speed. It's going to be Olivia Hammond up there for, she's going to have the start on her. The field will be in her hands. Sean Judson's going to have to start up top. Charles Van Schwick, Austin Mice starting... Look at that whole inside row. That's going to be real fun to watch and keep track of. Oh, boy.
So the Monster Energy inside line. The W Energy outside line, I guess. Everybody else on the outside line.
Who is your energy drink of choice? It's looking like the front of the field is stacked of them here. Also have a GOAT racing diecast machine of Charles Van Strick. Here we go. Green flag is out once again. Very late into the Geico restart zone. Olivia takes him up into second, third. Probably going to hit fourth gear in just a couple moments' time. Brian Huntley Jr. slots his way down the inside. That number 88, Shane Van Gisbergen paint scheme, trying to get a shot into that inside line here, moving and grooving early on.
They are hammered down as they come through the backstretch. Off of turn number 2, down the backstretch we go. We're still nose to tail this outside line, not fading too fast. Inside line going to have a lot more help, but they are hanging tough up on the outside. One Monster Energy car has Kyle McCarthy stepping around the high side. You got the Monster Energy gang on the inside. Hammond out in front. You got Austin Mice. We got Fitz down there. All working together. McCarthy's trying to get to the inside, but he's going to get blocked by Brian Huntley.
As we make our way up and into the grandstands this time by. What a camera shot. If you've ever been to Daytona, looks just like this. Here we go across the stripe. Looks like Olivia is going to lead this lap by, and look at that Monster Energy teamwork starting to make the dream work once again. But now who is that? That's Kyler McCarthy, who gets very tight going into turn 1. He has with a save of a century as he is looking to regroup and rearm with just that little bit of a bobble. Look at this bottom line start to form up here once again.
They're trying everything they can to get this outside line working, but that inside line has just kind of got a stranglehold on the preferred groove around this place. They're doing everything they can. We got a couple Monster Energy cars here. Going to set back and form up. Who is that back there? I know that's McCarthy. Is that 28?
Yeah, that's McCarthy and Bice working there together. Like you said last week, Justin, really the only time that we've seen McCarthy in a Ford Mustang has been really this week. Not sure if it's the manufacturer, just the teamwork deal here tonight. But, oh, it looks like he's going to leave. No, he's not going to leave his teammate out to dry. Kyler McCarthy would never. That is feet dropping back to P15, but he's got some teammates right there with him after being up in the top 5 for pretty much the whole night.
Yeah, McCarthy switched over to the Ford for this race. Everybody kind of run the same Monster machine for this one race alone. They are still nose to tails. We got Monster Energy in the front, Monster Energy in the back. We're just, I guess, W in the middle. W and Kinetic. Fucking dang, he's drinking Sean, do you drink Monster Energy?
that's oh man, we're starting to learn each other here. I was just about to ask, do you drink W? I used to drink some Monster, but now I don't know if it's just marketing, but man, Shane Van Gisbergen, it's working. Red Bull has got to be my choice when I get one down. What about you though? As well as anybody down there live on YouTube land?
Nah, give me a Monster. Not the regular one though. Give me the white one.
Right,
or the
that's
blue
everybody's
sugar-free
favorite
one.
right there.
The blue sugar-free one is solid.
Man, speaking
but
of
I can't find my favorite one anymore.
I wonder if the old microphone. Oh yeah, we got some energy popping here tonight. There's also, we have 3 in the fields. What a run, what a bump there out to Chris Campbell's rear bumper was Brian Huntley Jr. Real quick, to show our appreciation to each and every single one of you here tonight, only 21 laps down out of 100. Here we go, crank it up, enjoy the Bump and Run Cup Series live from the World Center of Racing. We'll be right back with you. Alrighty, we can slowly crank this puppy back down, shouting out each and every single one of you. 988 live, or not live here tonight, that would be something. 988 subscribers, as well as our sponsors and affiliates up there in the top right of the screen for the Bump and Run Cup Series. Starting out with Cotton Bowl Speedway, if you're looking for some of the best dirt track racing here within the nation. If you're ever outside of Austin, Texas, right outside of Page, be sure you hit up Cotton Bowl Speedway, as well as Mad Dog Graphics. Silver Fox Racing, those group of drivers, as well as Extreme Scoring, Alpha One Foundation, Admin Box, as well as Bearded Bear Custom Hides, thanking each and every single one of our sponsors and affiliates, as well as drivers putting on a show. Justin, thank you for joining me week in and week out up here in the booth.
To be here, man. This is something to look forward to on Tuesday, Wednesday night. Appreciate the Bump and Run guys for having us on here each and every week. Hopefully, y'all are having much fun at home as we are watching this.
Real quick, I did forget to thank each and every single one of the league owners and the gal up there in race control here tonight. So thank each and every single one of you. And we know how hard that is there behind the scenes for keeping a whole league moving and grooving. So far, only 3 drivers are out of the race, as here comes a nice run for this Monster Energy Monster Energy Ford Mustang group. They're going to have Justin Steves, Philip Brigdman. Justin Steves is not going to opt to join the outside line, but Philip Brigdman is. Here comes some more energy drink here happening. Not really enough cars to make it happen and make some passes work, though.
Gotta have your hammer down when they get to that back bumper.
Hammer
they
down.
Ain't no checking up.
Oh, they're weaving, jeeving, and jiving. That's a great way to lose some pace and speed as well.
Yeah, they ain't checking up. They ain't checking up. They gonna nose to tail, head to toe, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. It don't matter. They gonna race hard.
Now, Justin, I know super speedway racing is sort of your cup of tea. Talk to our viewers about, as we hop on board with Cameron Smith here. He's not really close enough. We'll try Justin Steves. Yeah, here we go. Talk about the air here, and you have to have air going into the front air intake to keep this engine cool. If there is none, you're going to have to regroup and rearm, and that just means getting some, I don't know, tell us all about it.
Yeah, so these things, I mean, they run a big radiator like a regular car. So, I mean, they don't just cycle as you drive. So, I mean, you go, let's say you go down the interstate and just suck up right behind a Nissan minivan for fun. Try riding that thing for 40, 50 miles and see how long it takes for that water temp to start sitting about 270. Once that thing starts getting hot, it's going to let you know real quick. So you got to make sure you keep good airflow. Especially make sure you take care of the front of that race car. You get one of them nose vents bent in or something like that, then it's liable to put a hurt on your car's performance, because then you got to watch that water temp. But if you stay tucked in behind somebody for way too long, that's really going to kill the water temp. Maybe, hurt some internals on that engine real quick like.
Excellent breakdown there for the fans. I appreciate that, Justin. I'm seeing a little bit of stuttering here on my end. I'm working it out here behind the scenes as we continue to look. Ooh, some side-by-side there for about 10th on back. Still single file out here up front, led by Olivia Hammond, Austin Mice, Matthew Fitz up there with them, and then another energy drink of Sean Judson, Joe Stipe up there. Our first driver who's not in an energy paint scheme here tonight up there in the top 5. Joe is up there running 7th. Oh, here we go, Justin. Only Olivia's down and into the pits. This is huge as oh my goodness, that'll be a speeding penalty.
What a save. What a save. That could have been bad. It may be worth the penalty because she may have just saved her race for.
Oh man. This is not only tough because, okay, let's listen in here. She hits 3rd, hits 2nd. Oh, does not hit 2nd. A little bit fast there into the pits. That's not only big because she was speeding, but she also was the only driver who pits that lap by themselves. You're going to have at least some other drivers with you here on your pit strategy.
You have to have some help. That's the key. You're being in this draft. You got to have a partner. And being that you going by yourself means you're going to come out dancing alone. I don't know if you know, but trying to dance a tango by yourself is a little tougher than doing it with a partner.
Have you ever been the old solo dancer? No, I'm just kidding. You always got to have a partner, just like you said. It's even, I mean, especially at these super speedway races, but now that we are just now within our final race of the regular season, I mean, we have started to see the teamwork make the dream work for each and every single one of these teams. Now that we're starting to see even some more single file from about to come back still. I don't know about you, Justin, but right now, you got to start working your way down that inside line. We know that this. Well, I could be talking it up a little bit prematurely because, like you said, we could see some drivers make their way to about the 40 and 50th lap until they pit. What is your strategy, Justin? Do you like to run a shorter on the pit strategy, or do you like to run longer on that pit stop strategy?
I think I would rather run long, and it honestly just depends. You know, if you're by yourself, you kind of got to make a decision and follow the pack. But if you're working with teammates, you nearly need to pit together. But I think, you know, honestly, truthfully, I know I just said I'd run it a lot longer, but I think I'm more of the advice of I'd rather pit first. I'd rather be one of the first people on pit road. So that way when it cycles back out, you know, you kind of out front already. I think I would rather be on the team that starts instead of the team that finishes it. Oh.
I'm right there with you, but I would not want to be in Olivia Hammond's shoes, as once again she was the only driver to make that pit stop there by herself. So, albeit it was early, she didn't have she got the Sunoco race fuel filled up there in the fuel tank. She's gonna have to find at least some teamwork to make the dream work happen here. She still runs solo out there on the track. Willie V. Roberts, Kevin Roy, and Brandon Moore are all out of this race after an early caution. If you're just now joining us, we can take a look at that early caution here, as I'm searching for it in my in my replay box here. As I search for it, Justin, what's been really the biggest thing that's sort of been what am I trying to say? That's caught your eye here tonight?
So far, you know, how this outside line is kind of hung tight. They have not checked up. They've had a lot of help here with Mr. Charles kind of leading that outside line. If you notice early on in this race, it was just kind of a single file show. This outside line, just the beginning, and since that caution early on, looking back at it here, put the damper on the 71 and the 8th night for sure. But looking back, Willie B and Brandon going to get that one involved, and Mr. Roy and Mr. Myers, they're going to get involved with it also. I think that'll put a damper on anybody's night. But it's really just this outside line how they have hung tough, and they've got a lot of speed back here. Here they come on the outside, working their way up to the 3rd position. Outside of Mr. Joe Stipe, right now Daniel Higgins hanging tough on the inside.
We have Carrie asking us live in YouTube land right now, Sean, how do I get a rig? Well, apparently Kyla McCarthy won't let her drive his.
Kyler. Wow, we're going to have to.
Yeah,
that's it. We're revoking the foot cam. We're revoking the foot cam.
Oh, man. Carrie, I will say you can start out there if you mastered. No, I'm just kidding. I was going to say master Mario Kart. But in
Carrie,
all
you want me to explain how to do it cheap like I did?
Yes, please do, Justin.
Okay. All right. So first of all, you go on Marketplace and find you a cheap-ass computer. Okay? My computer sucks, but mine is around the most part of the Red Sea. But anyway, you can probably find you a good computer there online, a couple $100, all right? Then you go on Amazon. You look for the Logitech G29 wheel.
No, don't do it to her.
Oh, whoa, man. That's budget-friendly.
That is.
Budget-friendly.
I guess you're right. It is.
If we're starting budget-friendly, we not all of us got big money like you do. Okay?
No.
Oh, this outside line is checking out big time. Oh, no. Anyway. But no, if you want to get into it, I suggest like a good starter wheel. I've had mine for 5 years now. It's the Logitech G29. You can get it in the Xbox version. So if you got an Xbox, and especially with NASCAR 25 coming out, you know, you have that place to play on the wheel. Mine's a Logitech G29. I think the Logitech for the Xbox like 920 or whatever, but the one that goes to the PlayStation is the G29. But Great starter piece. You can get them online for like 250 bucks. It doesn't come with the H pattern shifter. You do have the paddle shifters, so you'll have to, if you want that, it's like extra like 40, 50 bucks for the shifter. But all in all, I mean, as long as you got a desktop screen, you'll be all right. You don't need nothing crazy. My setup's not crazy at all.
I think that counts as a little ad there for the old iRacing. I mean, goodness, I'm right there with you, Justin. Even if it is the old Logitech G920, I do believe it's you got to start somewhere. That's right where I started. It might not have the force feedback you're looking for, but look who's got a little aerodynamic damage. This is something we were looking out for earlier on in the race. Justin, you mentioned it, that Charles Van Swift machine. If we do have a green flag pit stop, I don't expect that he's going to get that damage all repaired back up, but it doesn't look to be bothering too bad right now as he's going to push Sean Judson out to the race lead.
Yeah, I don't think as long as that damage is bothering you too bad, just keep the hammer down and don't check up. You got to make sure you keep this thing out front. Don't know how the points really work with this group, but I don't know, maybe leading a couple laps will help you with some bonus points. So being out front never hurts anybody.
All right, I'll take you through the fields real quick, and then we'll check on Tyler Myers' real-life driver cam there. Sean Judson continues to lead out up front. Right behind him is the number 97 newer look for him here tonight. No Maconi setup shop on that Chevrolet Camaro. Austin Mice runs P2 in number 97 in the Monster Energy Mobile. Right there behind him, Matthew Fitz, also Monster Energy on the front as well as quarter panel. Charles Van Swick, week and week out, running the GOAT Lives Matter GOAT Racing Diecast, number 41 Blue Oval. He runs top 5 in the 4th position. Top 5, 5th, belonging to Joe Stipe. Daniel Higgins, music producer, the avid smart with his betting as well. The jockey Chevrolet Camaro runs P6 right now. Biggest mover since the drop of the green flag. And then to round out our top 10, it'll be Travis Farmer, Kyler McCarthy, Robbie Bice, and our one and only Canadian buddy here tonight, Philip Brigman, running that Cletus McFarland Kinetics Energy number 84.
Clean looking hot rod. We need Cletus in one.
Could you imagine? Good gracious.
Oh, we'd clear 1,000 subscribers real quick. We would clear. Awesome.
Cletus, if you're watching, buddy. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Look at this, all teamwork making the dream work onto the pits this time by Matthew Fitz leads his Ford Mustang buddies of Austin Mice, Kyler McCarthy, as well as Robbie Bice. Almost halfway down, almost halfway to go. Here we go. This is when we're gonna really start to see the strategy make its show its head here tonight.
So everybody gonna be, I guess the Monster Energy people decided they're gonna stop here.
Justin, do you think 4 cars in a pack is enough to really... Oh, no, as well as Robbie Bice had a slower stop.
No, I don't think that's going to be enough to get her woed around through here. I think you're going to have to... I mean, to me, it's probably 6 or 7 is going to be the one to have it.
Let's see, I'm pulling up the track map there in the top right of your screen, and look at the pack already coming with a head of steam. This is into turn number 1. Cameraman, look out as cameraman Billy Bob Joe gets a haircut. And look at the head of steam. Matthew Fitz, Kyler McCarthy, only running at 170 miles an hour right now. You know who's running a lot faster than that? It's going to be the Van Swick machine running at 199. 188 miles an hour right now shown, but his top speed 199. Here we go. These drivers will still need to make their pit stop. Who pits this time by? Doesn't look like anybody in the front pack.
I don't know who Lamette is, but if we Rebecca sandwiches at Subway, can I get a pizza?
Hey,
they never had Subway pizza, dude. They are fire.
Daniel, we see you joining in live in YouTube land. If you're picking up Justin a sandwich, Justin, you told me you like yours like the teammates do, right? You got to soak it in the monster energy, that bread.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Terry, if you want to win, what do you do? Cheat. That is no. I'm just kidding. You're asking the wrong guy. I don't know what you do to win. I just do this for fun. If I was doing it to win, I couldn't tell you then either.
I'm speechless there. Almost halfway down, halfway to go, and look at this.
Do you bet if somebody was racing iRacing with a Wii steering wheel?
Oh hell no! What?
That would be awesome.
You know, I'm sure that's not even that hard to do. Just somehow map a Wii controller to your iRacing, put it in the Mario Kart wheel there, and hey, off you go.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I've been racing a long time, and then pulls out the old Mario or the Wii steering wheel.
Did you like the old steering wheel, the plastic mold to it, or did you? Oh, here we go into the pits. Charles Van Schwick side by side with Sean Judson. That looks pretty fast, faster than 55 miles an hour. We'll have to see if any penalties are given here. Sean Judson, Charles Van Schwick, one of our point runners, point leader runners. There you go, something like that.
Get her woed up. Get her woed up. Get her woed up.
Now, Justin, we've already seen quite a few times here tonight. It's very important that you hit your pit stop right on the money. You can't run a little bit longer than that pit box, or you will have to catch neutral. Back into reverse you go. 3-wide battle out the exit of pit lane settles it back to 2. It'll be Sean Judson, Joe Stipe, Daniel Higgins. What a pit stop for the road racer, jockey number 2. Daniel Higgins gains a spot or 2 on this race stop strategy. And here we go with the track map in the top right. We're going to start to see that the teamwork making the dream work of the Monster Energy Ford Mustangs. Here we go, back on the back straightaway. It's going to all make sense here tonight. They have made the teamwork make the dream work, made a few passes there, but will not pass for about 6th and 7th on back. Will they at least make the pack? It doesn't look like they're close enough to Philip Brigman. Oh, I take that back. Philip Brigman is right up there in front of him. Brian Huntley Jr. And then we get to Daniel Higgins, who runs P5.
Boy, they're all spread out, but here comes the monster crew. They're going to come from the outside, and they're looking for the Philip Brigman machine there. They're all spread out up front, and that's going to hurt them tremendously as this Monster Energy group is going to hang it up to the outside. Who's leading that line? Is that Fitz?
Yeah, Matthew Fitz. How about it?
Yeah, Fitz up there calling a shot.
Said, boys, just follow me. I'll show you how to do it. Oh, it's Brian Huntley Jr. Tries to side draft him all here. Side draft not going to work with the speed, the momentum that, Justin, we both didn't think that this would work out, but right now it's worked out at least for P6 as they continue to show their head of steam. Here's the battle up front for the race lead. Look at these Monster Energy Mustangs fly.
Somebody throw a dumb block. Come on. Do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Do it! Do the roar!
Do the roar. Oh, A1 reference there. Here we go, side by side. Door, quarter, clear. Matthew Fitz. Oh, no, he's not clear. I'd lose my job as a spotter. Here comes the side draft. Here comes the bottom line. Short away around the track. It's all speed. It's all momentum at this point.
They are all tied up together here. The Monster Energy boys and gals on the outside. Inside, going to be the W Energy, Goat Racing, the Blackstone Grills, Jockey, WeatherTech's back there. I see Kinetic, just a couple energy drinks that are on a grill with a die cast sitting on there. Somebody standing on a WeatherTech floor mat and wearing jockey underwear on the inside.
Jeremy Jukic, we see you live right now in the old YouTube chat. Jeremy says those Stam Studio Network logos are worth 5 horsepower each. He knows how it's gone.
Come on, 5.
Oh,
shoot,
yeah.
Man, that's like flames. That's like 100.
Yeah, we'll call it 100 each, and it definitely goes to show here tonight. And Jeremy, that's a great segue into our next point as we continue to run side by side. Thanking all the YouTube members here tonight as they pay a little bit of a monthly $5, $10 fee. They get some SSN care package, they get some merch, as well as they get their drivers shown here. Goodness gracious, this is starting to get good here, side by side between these Monster Energy boys here. So far, Matthew Pitts has him clear out up front. Looks like he's gonna leave his teammates out to dry. Don't do it, Matthew. Does he slide back up on the outside line out of the exit of turn 2?
Brake check, Matthew, brake check. Do something fun.
No,
Do something they would not
Matthew,
expect.
no! Look at it, the Monster Energy boys are just saying, well, what the hell was that?
They know what they got a game plan. I know what they do.
do.
They got a game plan.
They're only halfway to go, halfway to get there. These boys gonna show us what they say can't be done here tonight.
They ain't gonna check up. They know what they doing. Somebody throw a block here. Somebody throw a dumb block for me. Wad it up.
Now, Justin, this is also a question that I have to relay back into the old live YouTube land, as we have quite a few racers joining us with us live in YouTube chat. Sure, you know, the teamwork does make the dream work happen here from these super speedways, but that's the one thing that I do hate about it. If they do shove you up into the race lead, you have to do sort of what's best for you there in the moment of time. Matthew Pitts is going to slide down into the inside line, but like you said, Justin, he's probably on a two-way comms with his team right now saying, I know I had to do what I had to do, but I haven't forgot you all just yet there.
Oh, just block. Just block. That's all you gotta do right now. Somebody check up. Somebody gonna do it. I just know it's gonna happen. It's probably gonna happen. I still say there's gonna be a caution between laps 75 and 85. There's gonna be a caution.
Woo! Calling the shots.
That's what I do, baby.
Hey, it wouldn't be the first time that we've seen the Yamentator out with the crystal ball here within Stam Studio Network. We're going to start to single file out this front running pack here. We see Daniel saying he's got that SVG car of Brian Huntley Jr. Going to hop on board with him now. This is going to be a great call and a great segue into our next point here, Justin. Halfway to down, halfway to go. Who do you have winning the race here tonight?
I've seen nobody throw a wild block last week. I think this week you're going to see a wild block at some point when we come to the checkered.
Gulp.
Screw it. We're going 84, Philip Brigman.
Really? The Kinetics Energy, our one and only Canadian driver.
It's the cleanest. It's the cleanest one.
Driver there out of Ontario for Niagara. Quick dry. He's going to try to make the inside line work there out in front of the race, the league, one of the league owners. But Brian Huntley Jr. fakes the outside. He's going to slot back down into the inside line. I'm gonna pick the old road course ringer. Daniel Higgins, give me the driver out of Tampa Bay, Florida. Number 2, Jockey. He doesn't really have the teammates like the Monster Energy boys do, but he knows when to make a run happen here. He's running up there in the 5th running position.
Yeah, he's having a great run. The road course ringer really doing his thing here on the super speedway. He's got a lot of help around him, so hopefully he can hang on to this thing towards the end of this race. But man, good run so far as we're halfway home here. You ever forget you do something and then like yesterday I was at the store in town getting some stuff. I opened my truck door and I smacked my knee and I completely forgot that I did it. And then I hit my knee. I was like, why is my knee hurting? And I looked down, I got a big old goosebump.
Ooh.
You ever just forget you do those things sometimes?
I think more often than not, it happens a little bit easier said than done. You got a big old bruise down there, do you?
Yeah, big old goose egg.
Oh no. I don't know what it is about me. Maybe I need to go to the doctor for the first time in 4 years. But I don't really bruise. I mean, I'll take some shots out there, but really no purple ever shows up unless it's a mean green baseball goose egg on my back or something there. Shout out All Stars back when I was growing up. Anyways, we're going to start to single file it out here tonight. Justin, this is a great segue, great question into our next point here. Did you ever grow any sports? Did you ever grow up playing any sports as well as anybody down there live in YouTube land? Let us know what you grow up, ooh, man, a shot out there for Brian Huntley Jr. of the Daniel Higgins machine. Let us know what your
Oh, easy, fellas, easy. Oh, easy, fellas.
Look at Brian Huntley. He hasn't lifted off the gas in a whole lap. Look at Brian Huntley Jr. move it and lose it. I bet you he's got to be pitting here.
I need a cruise control or something.
I'm saying, my goodness, here comes the Monster Energy boys once again. Justin, did you play any sports growing up?
I played football.
Woo, there we go. Commentator taking a big hit. Or were you
yeah, I was. Oh yeah, no, I was offensive lineman. I just cut people's knees out. Yeah, that's all I did. We ran a wing T offense, so I just cut people's knees out. It was awesome. I didn't have to run hardly.
Jeremy Jukett saying Sean is a, well, not only me, but Sean and Justin, the superhuman commentators here. And then we have Daniel saying, of course, well, with a little bit of black magic, you could call it, we got some Sean and Tater curses, some y'all and Tater curses here in Race In and Race Outs. But it's okay. We're going to continue to. What if we've only had one caution here tonight thus far? Is that right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, so far we've only had one caution.
All right, well, I guess I did just definitely show the old Sean and Tater curse here because as we continue.
Rank.
Yep, you said it, Justin. I mean, well, your guess was what, lap 75 through 85 on the caution? I'm gonna have to. I'll go right there with you, man.
Rank.
Also, something that catches my eye here tonight, if you're just now joining us, look at the sparks fly out to the rear ends of these next-gen machines. These carbon fiber diffusers, as well as if it's the rub blocks or suspension here. This is why I like running super speedway races with the next-gen cars at night. Yup, at night. There you see it. You start to see the sparks fly out of these rear ends machines. That's how glued they are to the asphalt here, lap after lap after lap. I mean, just slammed to the racetrack.
Yeah, and it provides a lot more horsepower. You know, I don't know how many of you are like me, but you're a bunch of weather nerds. I love weather. And being a drag racer, weather affects a lot of stuff. So even at night, your density altitude, you know, your density altitude, degrees, humidity, it all plays a part in how fast these cars run, whether you realize it or not. So, you know, being at night is going to unleash a little bit more horsepower, most definitely, and it makes racing a lot more exciting. Currently dying over here, but man down. So there's a way they go down through here. We've kind of got a couple different groups here. You kind of got the A group up there with the Monster Energy folks, the W folks, and little everybody. You kind of got this B group. It's kind of formed back there. While we're kind of running around through here, once again, I'd like to thank our sponsors. Located up there in the top right, Bearded Bear Custom Hides, Mad Dog Graphics. Let's let Sean roll down while we talk about it. Here we go. We got Cotton Bowl Speedway up there. We got Mad Dog Graphics, Silver Fox Racing, Extreme Scoring, Alpha One Foundation, Admin Box, Bearded Bear Custom Hides. All these fine folks are to be appreciated. They help us bring the action to you each and every Tuesday night here with the Bump and Run folks. Of course, I'd like to thank the admins of that group and some Monster Energy folks, vibing, weaving, float like a Cadillac, sting like a Beamer up there.
Man, that got a little bit GV and jivey. with those Monster Energy boys, but they're going to now be split up. Look at who's right there in between that Monster Energy soaked bread. It's going to be Joe Stipe, the double O Chevrolet Camaro. He's going to have Philip Brigman around his outside. Here he goes to the inside of Daniel Higgins. Really battles for the race seat as well throughout the pack. Starting to heat up here. Daniel Selway Jr.'s pick is starting to make his way up to the second running position. That's Brian Huntley Jr. Here we go. Charles Van Swick is going to join this battle as well as there's Justin Steves. He's shown one lap down, but he is right up within this battle for the race lead. At least on track.
Yeah, he's right there up the front. Brian needed this kind of reset. He's been having a rough couple of weeks. It's good to see Brian up front right now. Is this outside line kind of trying to get some momentum. Lydia down there trying to battle, get a good side draft off of one of the Monster Energy cars. Leave that spit she's trying to get a little help from, but she's not going to have it. But if she's looking in the rear view mirror, she's fixing to have some help from Daniel Higgins and Philip Brigman.
Justin, how many cars do you think constitutes that outside line really having a run and a shot here? Is almost teammates. Excuse me, maybe not teammates, but similar paint schemes. That was the 54, I do believe, in the 97. Almost making contact there.
Yeah, I believe really to get some momentum, you've got to have at least, I think really to have some momentum, you got to have about really 4 or 5 to get some good momentum rolling. Once you kind of get some good momentum rolling and you can side draft the piss out of somebody and make it go forward, you're going to have more people joining that group. Olivia right now, she's kind of holding out the drive there on the top side. She has tried everything she can. She's a couple laps down. She's doing everything she can right now to try to get to the bottom.
Oh, not quite clear. 54 going to continue to lose spots on that outside line. On board with my race pick here to win. Daniel Higgins falls back to P9 as he's just trying to make the inside line work here. As here comes Philip Brigman around the outside. 63 down out of 100, and that's, man, it's kind of a trick question, or not trick question, but it's a hard question to answer there because, I mean, each car has completely different aerodynamic capabilities. Each car, well, not only within the Next Gen series, but as well as each car within, I mean, we're talking Xfinity, we're talking trucks, even going back to ARCA, every single car that iRacing Simulation Motorsports has available to purchase here within the simulator. It's I mean, air is simulated, track temp simulated, thing after thing after thing, and right now, as well as these engine temps are simulated as well. Brian Huntley Jr. might have to start lacking off of that back bumper of Sean Judson just a little bit, as it has been lap after lap after lap of no clean air making its way down into the front nose of the 88.
Yeah, he's going to have to do something. I know that thing's going to start getting hot. You kind of ride that bumper for not too terribly long. You've got to start getting some airflow to that thing, or it's going to start getting real hot up in there. Sean, can we maybe go on board and see if we can look on Huntley's temp gauge and see kind of where we're at?
We can, but I will say I don't think iRacing gives us. Yeah, it's just going to be it's saying it's 220, which is, I'll tell you right now, is definitely wrong with as much as he's been beating and banging. We have the rev lights and we have the gear as well as the lap time, but not really engine temp.
Come on, iRacing.
I know it. They're trying to be secretive, I guess. I don't know.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
It's almost like how, well, unless you have Garage 61, unless if you're trying to find a little bit of pace and speed on your racing competitors within just the sim, iRacing, they won't even give you the steering inputs or the throttle inputs of your racing competitors. You have to go to a secondary software like Garage 61 or some telemetry data there. I know telemetry is really not what we're looking at from super speedway racing, but it's a great segue into wish iRacing would give us just a little bit more within the sim. Justin Steve showing right now he would be fourth, but he is shown one lap down. He's in that lucky dog position. Bark, bark if there is a caution. Justin Steves will be the lucky dog right now. Checking in back on YouTube land, saying, "Oh boy, okay, back to our conversation earlier, Justin. Carrie, she's looking for a sponsor to help her get started within the sim racing world. Gulp.
That, Sean, you may want to take that role out there.
Yeah, Gary, I will take it. I'm still looking for some sponsors and affiliates myself. If you find any, make sure maybe we can share them out here, and they can follow your journey throughout sim racing.
Help me
as
out,
well as,
Gary.
Yeah, man, I'm right
Anybody
there.
out there in iRacing land want to make me a paint scheme? I'll let them.
I'll do it.
Give me a
Justin,
good
look at the
SS
bottom right
picture.
of the screen. We gained 1 subscriber.
Yeah. We're 11 away.
11 more to go till 1,000 of you, whoever it was. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 33 laps to go. We're continuing to make our way to the end of the regular season here for the Bump and Run Cup Series, continuing to crest our way closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers on SSN.
Sorry, I'm sitting here having a great time.
I'm right there.
This
We're
is
singing some
100
Boston
bucks.
now.
Isn't
I
that
can't
from
give us
Harvey?
better than that.
Yeah, y'all done wrong with Boston. I told y'all gonna hear me sing on this app. They're gonna see me. Y'all gonna hear me on here. It's more than a feeling.
Oh, Justin! Top or bottom right of the
Sing it, gang, it's
screen.
a forward.
Keep
My
singing,
singing,
keep
gang, it's a
singing. You're
forward.
breaking
Just
them
call
on.
me. More than a feeling. Hello. Isn't this song from Herbie?
Oh, it's been a decade since I've seen the old Herbie. Oh my days.
Oh my gosh. Boy, it's been a minute since I've seen Herbie.
You know who I think has been the best pusher here tonight, as well as, I mean, pretty much our one to watch. I know I've already made my bet for my race pick here tonight. But I really do think that Brian Huntley Jr. Machine, and I know, Justin, you were begging for the engine temps here tonight, as he continued to, I mean, find just briefly for a split second, just a little bit of cool air to cool that, cool the engine down. I don't know how he's doing it. Lap after lap after lap, continues to push down the backstretch, continues to push into the corner. 10 subscribers to go till 1,000. Make it happen here tonight, and possibly Brian Huntley Jr. might make victory lane happen here tonight, but Charles Van Schwick continues to draw a bead on that race lead. 30 laps to go from the World Center of Racing, and here we go.
Everybody break it up. Here we go. Check your pit speed. Get your pit speed. Good. Get her wound up.
This is going to be big here. This is your money
Money
stop,
stop.
as the commentator likes to say.
Money stop.
There we
need a
see.
little cha-ching
Oh, Robbie
sound I can
Mice,
put right
no! As well as the 97 of Austin Mice. He takes left side tires. It doesn't look like that's going to be a longer stop for the number 97. There goes Kyler McCarthy out of his pit box. Joe Stipe is going to join them as well. Justin, once again, although except for Joe Stipe. And go, no, Joe Stipe, no!
No, Joe!
That is
Joe
a black
down.
flag. That is a penalty, and that is also a caution here. Second caution of the race.
Not good. Not good.
No, it's Irish
Hello.
there out of Newcastle, Oklahoma. Oh, Joe, he's got some merch headed his way, but unfortunately he tries to drop a gear and disappear out of the exit of the pits. He's going to have to regroup and rearm. Matter of fact, the whole field, we're going to scrunch and bunch them all back up here together.
Well, this just got fun.
Right during our caution stop there. Ooh! No, it wasn't contact. Oh, man. Hard contact with the outside safer barrier.
Just knocked a Blackstone out of it.
No, not the blacks. That's what makes our steaks. Come on now. Ooh, that got tight.
Dang.
You
Put
know,
some bacon grease on there. It'll be good to go.
if we listen in here once again to Joe Stipe as another onboard shot, he really didn't try to... Here, listen in. Look at that. I mean, you could hear how smooth he was on the gas pedal. This is this is a very interesting look for Joe Stipe because I mean, I know the track temps, like you said, Justin, every little bit within the weather conditions play a factor here tonight. 83-degree track temperature. He was smooth on that throttle pedal. It just came, the rear end came right down and around on him.
Yeah, quick, fast, in a hurry, and Joe's going to end up with a messed up front end. Hope it's not nothing too crazy. Keep it going. But Joe is having a really great night. Hopefully, they don't knock him too much. It may affect the aero. And as he gets to pushing cars later on the run, you're going to have to watch those temps very, very closely.
All right, now our race leaders making their way down into pit lane. It'll be interesting to see if they cycle up into the lead or if I believe they'll cycle back and around behind these drivers who pit before the competition. Caution, Brian Huntley Jr. is going to lead them out and off of pit lane. Austin Mice, Kyler McCarthy, Philip Briggsman, Robbie Bice, Charles Van Swick, Tyler Myers, and Joe Stipe, rounding out those drivers who did just pit. Thank each and every single one of you here joining in live, or if you happen to catch the broadcast back here tonight as we crest our way closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers. From the bottom of my heart, sincerely, thank each and every single one of you. Our sponsors and affiliates here at in the top right of the screen. Overstock Vehicles, if you're looking to buy, if you're looking to sell your vehicle. My name is Sean Stam. Got Justin Yamentator up here with you. We'll be right back with you after a quick word from one of our sponsors and affiliates. Thanks, everybody.
Three reasons you should try Overstock Vehicles. First, we offer dealer pricing to the public on pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Second, as a family-owned business in Phoenix for over 35 years, we provide transparent sales with no hidden fees. Finally, we have financing options for all credit situations, making car buying easy and affordable for everyone. Visit Overstock Vehicles today and drive away happy.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, race fans of all ages, welcome back in here to the World Center of Racing, Daytona International Speedway, where we will have Daniel Higgins out here. Well, he will start this race. He will have the field in his hands. This race restarts. Chris Campbell, Brian Huntley Jr., Sean Judson, and Philip Brigman rounding out our top five. Kyler McCarthy is back into the pits, as well as his teammates of Austin Mice, Robbie Bice, and Tyler Myers, making sure that they just have enough Sunoco fuel to make it down and into the checkered flag here tonight. 990 subscribers. Make sure you tell your grandma, tell your neighbor, tell your kitty cat as well, even if you have to make a new account for him. Something,
your mama, your grandmama, your grandmama's mama's mama, mama's mama's mama's.
Sorry, was that some Outcast action here on SSN? Oh yeah. Man,
sorry,
Justin. I know I've thanked the viewers enough here. I've thanked the drivers for putting on a show, but once again, I'd like to thank you for joining us race in and race out here for co-commentating with me up here. Gonna bunch the field back up together. We got my pick up out here into the race lead. Got Daniel's pick out here running right behind him. Remind me once again, Justin, who is your pick to win here tonight?
My pick was Philip Brigman.
And he, look at that inside line, ladies and gentlemen. That's SSN pick versus DL Designs pick versus the Yamentator pick. They're all on that inside line. We're going to scrunch them all back, bunch them all back together here, this time by side. Lap 74 out of 100. Here we go. The field will be in Daniel Higgins' hands, the music producer, the bet man himself. Here we go. Green flag is out. This time by as we're going to make our way down and through the Geico restart zone. Look at the top line compared to the bottom. That's going to be hard to get that speed and momentum going as there is quite a few drivers on that inside line. Green flag is out. 75 out of 100 as we'll make our way down into turn number one.
Higgins going to have an absolutely huge jump there. So Phil's going to catch him. He's got to try to get filed back up there with Huntley. Luckily, Huntley That could have been brutal to Higgins, but he's going to make it up. Is Huntley going to abandon ship, go to the hot side? The momentum, can he get to the lead there? Brigman going to catch up to Higgins. Higgins going to have McCarthy there to his back bumper. Here comes that outside line. You've got Campbell, you've got Huntley, you've got Judson, you've got Charles up top. But here comes that 45 machine. If you remember, he was involved in our first caution. He has slowly made his way back up to the front.
How about old Tyler Myers? He's one of our league admins, league owners here, that 45 W Energy Chevrolet Camaro. How about that? He slices and dices his way through the field, works his way back and up to P4 as Daniel Higgins continues to lead out front. Look who's knocking on that rear bumper. It's the Yamentator's pick. Look at that. Sean's pick versus Justin's pick here tonight. Higgins versus Brigman. McCarthy looking to join the party as well.
Come on, Brigman, get on your
Come on,
horse and
Higgins.
ride, son, ride.
Ride, Higgins, ride.
On it, ride, Sally, ride.
All right, as we looking for our drivers to ride the dent here tonight. Ride the Dente. There we go. Daniel Higgins up there continues to lead. 25 coming to 24 laps down. Oh, excuse me, 24 laps to go. Philip Brigman, here he goes once again. He's not getting any clean air to the front nose of his number 84, Cletus McFarland's Kinetics Energy paint scheme. Here we go, hopping on board with Brigman. Look at that rear camera shot as well. Will we single file it out or will we double? Looks like these drivers opting to fight another night here.
Everybody's going to kind of hang it together here. Nobody's going to start pushing the envelope until they have to. They've still got a lot of laps of racing here to go. Nobody's going to check up just yet. That inside line has kind of fallen off there. It has kind of become a really, if you look at it here, a five-horse race, excuse me. You got Higgins up front, Bigman there, McCarthy's there, Myers there, and Austin Mice slowly made his way back up here. That outside line kind of gets going back up. They got a couple of races here on the outside with Charles Van Schwick. You got Judson, you got Huntley out there on the outside there doing everything they can to try to get back up to that front pack.
Brian Huntley Jr. is also right there with Sean Judson as well as Charles Van Schwick. We have seen that number 41 GOAT Lives Matter GOAT Racing die-cast machine lead that outside line time and time again here tonight as well as last week. Look at Kyler McCarthy. He gets shoved back down there into P5. Don't do it, Charles. No, he leaves his buddies out there to dry. They're not teammates, though. That is A-OK. Toyota Camry, number 41 Ford Mustang Blue Oval. Charles Van Schwick leaves his group out to dry, slots back and down to the inside line. Only 4 cars making out the outside this time by.
They are not checking up one bit. Race is just going to get turned up. The knob is on about 8 right now. When we get about 10 laps to go or less, that knob's going to get to 10. And when we go to the white flag, the knob's going to get broken off. So you better, if you got time, go get you something to drink, something to eat, and get ready because the knob's just going to get broken off the extreme meter.
Gonna pull out the old calculator here tonight. Justin's right. 22 times 2.5 is 55 miles to go, 22 laps in this race. If you got to re-up on your drink or snack, now is the time to do it. As well, I don't know if you want to leave right now as we are now side by side for the race lead. Here comes Charles Van Schwick. He's taking it to the outside of Daniel Higgins, side by side, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth on back. Travis Farmer, first time we've said his name, he's joining the battle as well, albeit 1 lap down. Charles Van Schwick, look at the outside line, door, corner, clear over Daniel Higgins.
Yeah, he has got that thing cleared around as they are going crazy. These boys and gals are not checking up just yet, but don't count out that Brigman-Higgins connection. They have been working together real good these past couple laps. Not clear on the outside for Higgins. By the last names here. Brigman not clear right there of the 19 as he's maybe trying to look at the outside. Yeah, I got to look at how Higgins is able to push everybody here. We shall see how it goes.
Oh no, Huntley dropped, and then that allowed Cameron Smith to catch up on that inside line. Once again, that number 9 Chevrolet Camaro Chase Elliott paint scheme. He's got a little bit of front damage on his nose, a little bit of side-by-side with Chris Campbell, but even with that damage, even with the side-by-side, looks like Cameron Smith is able to regroup and rearm, makes the bottom line work here. Side-by-side, here we go. We're going to ramp it from an 8 to 11 with 20 laps to go. Look at Charles Van Schwick controlling the field.
He's going top, bottom, middle. It don't matter. Where Charles needs to go, Charles is going to be. I'll be there for you. Sean, we got a subscriber. We're at 991, baby.
991, welcome in the new subscriber here to Stam Studio Network. You're not going to want to miss a thing here tonight. 9 subscribers to go. Tell your neighbor, tell your doggy as well. Here we go. We're starting to get to the nitty-gritty here tonight. 19 laps. We got Terry, we got Kerry, we got Daniel, Jeremy Jukic, as well as Carl Fitz joining us live as well. Here we go, side by side. We see you down there live in YouTube land. Here we go. I'm losing up here in the booth. 18 laps this time by. Daniel Higgins shot out of a cannon. Where did he come from? Where did he go? Justin, tonight's Daniel Higgins nickname, Cotton Eye Joe.
Higgins is not checking up. He is going to try to do everything he can to get himself locked into the playoffs. They are coming. These passes going to get a lot more intense as this race goes on. You got to be careful though with those kind of passes right there. You don't want to make sure you're on somebody's wrong side right there. Turn somebody around real quick like. That'll put it into your night, somebody else's night, and everybody else is going to be pissed at you because you ended their night. So be careful when you're pushing. Make sure you're there at the end.
Now you might be asking, Travis Farmer, yes, he is up here as well as the 45 machine, but these drivers are, Travis Farmer is showing 1 lap down right now. Tyler Myers is still up here fighting for his right to party. Final time, we'll probably look at it here tonight unless Tyler Myers finishes in that checkered flag spot. Live driver camera on the left, virtual cams there on the right. Look at this side by side. Look at this outside line. Here we go. We saw this 1 week ago from the Bump and Run Cup Series. It's not until 15 to 18 laps left in the race that we will see these pushes out the ass here tonight, with no respectful better way to say it. Here we go, outside line, making it work once again. Charles Van Schwick plays the defense. Myers up to the top of the track.
You're going to have to do something, man. These passes are going to get intense. They are going to get intense real quick. Like, you better be able to hold your own, because if it gets too wild, you best be ready to block. And nobody's going to check up just yet. They are still nose to tail as we go around through here.
Oh! Look at Higgins! I saw that one coming! Holy netcode! Oh, the Stam Studio Network race pick to win here tonight. Higgins, he saves it. What a road course racing capable driver he is. Higgins does a 360 no scope there, able to regroup and rearm. 16 laps to go.
Nobody gonna check up yet. They are still moving, grooving, and making everything they can happen.
Here's a real quick replay, and I started to say oh before it happened because look at this netcode here. Daniel Higgins, number 2, turns this into a sponge. Look at him absorb the front impact as well as the rear impact here. His Chevrolet Camaro gets compressed to about almost twice the...
Looks like an accordion.
Yeah, you call it an accordion effect and a half here for Daniel Higgins.
That was worse. That was bad. Could have been a lot worse, but it wasn't.
Alrighty, I'm working on the old stuttering. There it goes this time by Sean Judson. This time by up to the race lead. Our pole sitter back out up front. Brian Huntley Jr. is up to P2. Charles Van Schwick, he's fighting for another race win this season as he has Chris Campbell, Philip Brigdman, Kyler McCarthy, Austin Mice, Robbie Bice, Tyler Myers, and Cameron Smith rounding out that top 10. 14, count them, 14 laps to go. Oh, we gained another one. 8 subscribers away, ladies and gentlemen. Keep telling your grandmas, keep telling your friends and family members. 8, count them 8.
Yep, you better be getting there. I'm telling you, next time, if it happens while I'm not on stream, when we get 1,000, the next stream that me and Sean are live together, I will do the whole race in auto. I'm telling you right now. So if you want to hear that, make sure you share the stream. Let's get the lights flowing. We're at 993, baby.
Oh! Whole. I guess it just takes some Yum and Tater singing here tonight.
T-Pain.
Justin, talk about knocking on that back bumper. Maybe even sing about it here as your singing keeps bringing new subscribers for some reason.
We're growing, baby. It's going down like 4 flat tires.
I think it's going down like knocking on that rear bumper. That's all I got there for Brian Huntley Jr. as he continues to, well, do that. Knock on that rear bumper. 12 laps to go. 24 and a half miles. Here comes Sean Judson, leads another lap. Brian Huntley Jr., Charles Van Schwick, Chris Campbell, the bearded bear, customized 68 Toyota Camry. Right now, Toyota Camry leads the field. Chevrolet Camaro makes up P number 2. Blue Oval P3, and back to Camry, 4th and 5th.
Yeah, they're all kind of just hanging out right now. Nobody's going to make them. Everybody's going to try to keep this thing together. But once we get less than 5, man, these passes are going to get more aggressive. The blocks are going to get more aggressive, so you best be getting ready. You still got a couple laps, so if you have not got your drink, you better go do it, because it's going to get fun here these next little bit.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Ricardo, hold on, Ricardo. Thank you so much, Ricardo, for chilling after with us. Daniel saying, I'm happy to know I've been here much with the start. Yes, that is right. That is one of the league owners that has been with us here on Stam Studio Network pretty much since subscriber number 1. 5 subscribers to go. Only 11 laps to go in the race. It is a race not only out here on track, but it's a race. Does Stam Studio Network get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the race here tonight from the World Center of Racing? Sean Judson continues to lead. Brian Huntley Jr. hunting. That's P2 right now, trying to get the lead away from Sean Judson.
Here we go. They are locked in, nose to tail. Huntley Jr. just kind of doing the riding and doing the pushing. Judson kind of just riding around through here. No checkup. We're 4 away now, Sean. We're 4 away.
Now, Justin, let me ask you this, as well as anybody down there in YouTube land. Do you want to be the leader here coming to the second to lap, well, call it 3 to go, and then 2 to go, and then the white flag lap? Or, in these next-gen machines, do you possibly want to be somebody like Brian Huntley Jr., Charles Van Schwick, Chris Campbell, or Philip Brinkman in the top 5?
I think you want to be on the offense. You want to be second, third, and you got to make sure you've got help that'll go with you. You can't just dive up there by yourself, because if you don't have any help, that's going to drop you like a rock. So you've got to make sure you've got help with you, communicating with somebody and somebody's spotter up top. And make sure you've got a friend that knows a friend that wants to be a friend to get yourself around through here. When the time comes, you've got to go. Make you move. Don't make it too early, because then it'll put you towards the back if things fall apart. So make sure you got your dancing partner with you, because it's going to get crazy these last little bit.
Look at the teamwork start to make the dream work on that outside line, led by Kyler McCarthy. He's going to bring the 97 of Austin Mice, as well as the 20. Oh, look at all the Monster Energy cars there up on the top line of the track. 4 subscribers.
Charles is going to go. Charles is going to go block. He's going to slow down that momentum on the outside line. He's got a whole host of Monster Energy Ford Mustangs behind him. Can he get up to the front?
But look at Sean Judson leading the inside line this time by. That's the shorter way around the circuit. Although you don't have the banking, the board banking up there on the outside line to help you out. You have the shorter way around the track to help you out. 4 subscribers go to 1,000. Charles Van Schwick continues to lead the outside line. Justin, here comes the teammates, making the dream ace happen here tonight.
Yeah, they kind of all spread out here. They're going to get kind of reformed. One of them's ducked to the bottom. Everybody else kind of ducking to the bottom. Big check up there as we go to the tri-oval.
Look at McCarthy go! Out. Holy guacatoolies.
They are all spread out again. For that outside line. I think right now you're just going to see everybody riding. For the time being, you've got to make it to the white flag. That's the key here. You've got to be there at the end.
Sean Judson continues to lead the pack, as well as getting a shove of a century there for Brian Huntley Jr. I don't know how his engine is still hanging on board with us here. He has been shoving that rear bumper, I mean, the whole race here tonight. Brian Huntley Jr. continues to shove it there as we head out of turn number 4. 4 subs to go. There goes Daniel Higgins around the outside line. Oh, some jeeving and some driving. Almost a wreck here in the back of the pack. We live to fight another day.
I believe that was Olivia. She got loose when they came to the trial oval. That's going to separate the monster cars just a little bit, slow up their energy as they were moving. Here we go.
Top 4 runners, 6 laps to go, belong to Judson, Huntley Jr., Campbell, Brigman, as well as Steves. Somehow, Justin Steves makes his way around the lucky dog position. He makes his way back onto the lead lap here tonight. Only 5 laps to go, coming to this time by. Here we go. Let us know who you have here tonight. Who takes the win away from the World Center of Racing? Is it possibly going to be a driver who's still looking to lock their way into the playoffs? Last race of the regular season.
That's the thing about Daytona. It's just one of those tracks that it can be anybody's race. All you got to do is try to be there at the end. Put yourself up front, give yourself a chance to win it, and knock yourselves into the playoffs. That's the key here. But boy, they have not checked up yet. The racing has still been hard at it. Nobody wants to give any as they are rolling around through here.
Alrighty, my last question for you here tonight. Man, I've been, oh no, we'll have to wait for it as we have a caution on the speedway. Uh-oh. I'm still looking for a cause of it here. Hang on board with us as, I mean, the whole lead lap, the whole pack was together. Right now, I am not showing anybody involved other than Olivia Hemmon. We'll have to, oh my God, she's dead.
Oh my gosh.
What in the name of everything that is holy? Oh my days, Olivia, how do you do that? She's floating, she's floating.
She's turtling. She's turtling.
Okay, I take back everything that I said there about there being no, I couldn't find the cause. Here we go, here's another look at it. I don't know how this happens, just, oh boy, well, there's how it happens. 200 miles an hour into that outside safer barrier.
Yeah, that's just one of those racing gone wrong incidences.
Oh, look at Robbie Bice flipping her back over. Nice man, Robbie. Both of these drivers live to fight, I believe, another day.
But hang on to your biscuits and gravy. It's going to get fun here. Let's take a look back at it. Driving off the kid. Bang! Better be strapped in when that thing happens. It'll break away real quick like, and you're going to go tumbling.
It's still not over for Olivia. She's going to have to try and regroup and rearm herself. Here's one more look at it at live race pace. Oh man, 2 Monster Energy drivers involved. Call it 3, as Robbie Bice also has some pretty heavy damage to his front nose. Right now, as we get live to race action with only 3 subscribers to go to 1,000, Sean Judson is into the pits from our race lead. That stings me in my heart because Sean Judson, out of the 4 to 5 ways, Sean, he spells his name the right way, out of Fat Boys Motorsports, Fleetwood, out of hometown Fleetwood. This Toyota Camry, unfortunately, down and into the pits. He's going to give the race lead to Brian Huntley Jr., Chris Campbell, Philip Brigman.
Got some new runners up here. The Monster Energy cars are still going to be back there in the back of the pack, so it's going to be fun to watch them try to bob and weave. You know what this sets up, Sean?
Bobbing and weaving? Weaving and bobbing?
Green, white, checkered.
Hoo, 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 hoo. Sorry, I got a little excited.
It's okay.
Now, Justin, for any of our live viewers right now who might not know, although it sounds, I mean, you can kind of sound it out. What is a green, white, and what was that last color? Oh, right, a checkered.
Green, white, checkered. You're asking what that is? All right. So you
break it
come
down
around,
for us,
you're
Justin.
Oh, you don't want to see me dance. I'm just kidding. Green, white, checkered. So you're going to come around. You're going to take the green flag. You got to get to the white flag. As soon as we get around through to the white flag, then you're going to see the white flag. Once you get to the white flag, once you take that white flag, next flag ends the race. Whether it's the checkered, whether it's the yellow, whether it's the red, it doesn't matter. The next flag ends the race. So you race hard that final lap, whether there's a wreck behind you, there's a wreck in front of you, it don't matter. You race to the end. And then you're going to see that checkered if you can make it around through here. So you just got to make it to the end to be there and try to collect the win and lock yourself to the playoff if you're not.
Excellent way to break it down there, Justin. What dance moves for you. I always appreciate that. And man, Brian Huntley Jr., he's going to lead us to the green flag this time by with Chris Campbell. He's also looking to shoot his way into the playoffs here tonight's final race of the regular season. Before we get once again back going to green flag racing, thanking each and every single one of you here tonight. Thanking the drivers for putting on a show for the race fans. Thank you, the commentator, for joining me co-commentating here tonight, as well as each and every single one of you live on STAM Studio Network. If you want to be shout out, make sure you head your way on to the horizontal broadcast. Only 3 subscribers to go to 1,000. Terry, thank you for joining us here tonight, as well as getting the merch ready to go there behind the scenes once we do reach 1,000. We got Terry, Carrie hanging out here with us. Carl Fitz still is hanging out here with us. Jeremy Jukas, Melanie, that is my sister. Melanie, what are you doing here tonight? Get ready for your classes there tomorrow. I know what I'm saying. Who else do we have with us? Ricardo Cano, Hola Ricardo, if you're still hanging out here with us.
Come on, folks, we're 4 subscribers away from 1,000.
Make it happen, come on, by the end of this stream, I'm begging.
Not tomorrow, not the next stream, we want to do it tonight. Come on, help us get there.
Hey, we've seen it crawl here since the start of the stream. We have gained about 9 subscribers, so if you are one of those new ones, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And if you've come for Justin's singing here, especially in auto-tune once we do reach 1,000, well, make sure you regroup and rearm, as it could possibly happen before the end of the checkered flag here tonight. Speaking of the checkered flag, here we go. What could be the final race restart here tonight. It'll be a green-white-checkered. It's in the hands of the league owner, Brian Huntley Jr. Green flag is out here tonight. Final chance for a driver to lock their way into the playoffs. Here we go. 3 wide already as Chris Campbell loses it. Oh, Chris drops to the rear of the field.
Did he run out of gas or something?
I'm not sure. Oh, he's still off of the power. I think he might have, Justin.
They are pushing, shoving, doing everything they can to get to the front. Brian Huntley's got to play a lot of defense here as they go around through here. That outside line has got a lot of momentum. Here comes Judson. Here comes Charles from the outside. Brinkman going to be on the back bumper of the 88 as they come around through here.
Brian Huntley Jr. on the bottom of the track. He's getting a shove of a century there for Philip Brigman, our one Canadian driver here tonight. Here we go. Sean Judson, pole sitter, back out to the lead. White flag lap is out. Anything will go on the world center of racing. Charles Van Schwick is on Sean Judson's rear bumper into turn number 1. Final chance for these drivers. Here comes Cameron Smith.
Going to abandon ship as they go down to turns 1 and 2. You're going to have McCarthy get to the back bumper of Judson. Charles is going to lead them. Will they get around through here cleanly? Here comes Huntley looking to the inside. He's got help from Brinkman. A lot is going to happen. Here comes Charles on the inside. Judson outside. Cameron Smith going to look. When does the block happen? When does the wreck happen? Are they going to get back through here clean and green?
Cameron Smith looking down the outside line. He's got the run. He's got the speed. But it looks like it's going to be Charles Van Schwick to the checkered flag. Number 41. Another win in the Bump and Run Cup Series for number 41. Charles Van Schwick. Burn it down. Burn it down.
About that number 41 GOAT Racing. Die-cast machine puts himself where he needs to be at the right position, and he's going to pick up the win. But how about Cameron Smith bringing it home P2, and Brian Huntley going to round out our top 3.
There you go, a little friendly shove out there for Cameron Smith. Excuse me, that was the number 19 of Sean Judson. Man, oh man, what a race, what a finish. Here we go. We're going to take a couple looks at this race replay here as we get before our driver interviews here. What a race, what a finish. It'll be Charles Van Schwick by 0.3 of a second at the, 0.18 seconds at the checkered flag line. What a race, what a finish. We're going to have to break this puppy down, and we'll get our driver interviews here for you in just a few moments' time. Thanks, everybody, for joining in live on Stam Studio Network. 2 subscribers to go. Here's that final look coming to the checkered. And that's all it takes. I mean, it's a game of inches here tonight from Super Speedway Racing. Look at Charles Van Schwick. He is out there in the lead coming out of turn number 4. He has Cameron Smith on his rear bumper. Cameron tries to make the outside line work. Brian Huntley tries to make the inside line work, and there's just no room for it to happen.
Oh, what a finish. Everybody wanted that one as they were going around through here. Charles did a masterful job of getting down to block the inside line run. Cameron really had no help there. I believe that 19 was on the bumper. Cameron Smith had a shot, but just not able to make up the gap as Judson shoots to the outside. Brigman just loses the momentum of the inside. Justin Steve's going to sneak across through there for a top 5.
What a race, what a finish. Charles Van Schwick, go ahead and burn this puppy down loud and proud. We'll get some live driver interviews here for you in just a few moments' time, as well as these unofficial, official race results. Charles Van Schwick for GOAT Lives Matter, GOAT Racing Diecast number 41, brings it back and down into victory lane. Once again, that's going to be the end of the regular season for the Bump and Run Cup Series. I know second time we ran Daytona, if it was the finish you're looking for or not. Well, it all comes down to this here tonight.
Hey, people!
Yeah, there you go.
One away.
Where's our fireworks? We're supposed to have fireworks here tonight for the end of the regular season. I'm still waiting on fireworks. I'm serious. Where are they at? Come on now. All right. Well, anyways, we'll bring you some live driver interviews for you here in just a few moments' time as we take a look at the unofficial, official race results. Justin, what a race, what a finish. Oh, there they are. They're in the background. Walk us through our race winners here tonight.
How about Mr. Charles going to bring it home? P1. Cameron Smith, P2. Brian Huntley, P3. Sean Judson. Pole Setter brings it home, P4. Justin Steves, P5. Philip Brickman, 6. Tyler McCarthy, 7th. Joe Stipe, 8th. Travis Farmer, 9th. Austin Mize going to bring it home in the top 10. Tyler Myers, 11th. Chris Campbell, 12th. Daniel Higgins, 13th. Matthew Fitz, 14th. Robbie Bice, 15th. Olivia Hammond, 16th. Robert Amal, 17th. William B. Roberts, 18th. Brandon Moore, 19th. And Kevin Roy going to round out our top 20. We did it!
Holy crap, we did it! We did it!
We did it! Yeah, we did 1,000!
There's the old fireworks. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, race fans of all ages, we have done it! Thank you, each and every single one of you. 1,000 subscribers on Stam Studio Network. Oh, my days. We got Terry down here live in the old broadcast booth. Thank you, Terry, for all that you have done. Thank you, Justin, for all that you have done. And we'll make our way live into the broadcast interview here at this point. I'm tearing up here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, each and every single one of you. All righty. Oh. Sorry, oh, I missed clicking here. I am a little bit too excited. Charles Van Schwick. Congratulations, Charles, on your race win here tonight, just after we hit 1,000 subscribers on Stam Studio Network. Charles Van Schwick, congratulations on another race win, final race of the regular season.
Yeah, it was fun. It wasn't how I wanted it to go. I was going to try to push Sean to the win, and circumstances came up, and just someone had a run, I had to block it, and then at that point I was committed to the bottom. So yeah, it was fun. Congrats on the 1,000 subscribers. It's a milestone. You got to get to 2 now. So
Oh man, Charles, congratulations on another race win, not only within the ARCA series, but the Next Gen series. You're bringing us here tonight from the Super Speedway. What was going through your mind the whole the last lap? That was an excellent timed move there down the inside in front of Cameron Smith to block that inside line, I do think.
Yeah. I mean, I say he showed his cards a little bit early, and I saw it. And like I said, I was going to push Sean to the win. I wasn't, I got nothing, no dog in the fight on Tuesday nights. I run it when I can, so I wasn't gonna, do anything. If I was able to keep everyone behind me, I would, Sean would have won. I would have kept pushing it and kept doing it. But once I saw that, I'm always looking at my relative and seeing who's behind. I knew if he did that, the guy behind him was gonna go as well. And then I just didn't want Sean to get left out, totally out to dry, because I knew there was people that were gonna, hop up into his lane. So, but yeah, it was, like I said, just rolling around and just staying behind. I had a minute worth of damage for, probably for like the middle 30 laps of that race, and you probably saw me cut out of line and get behind Brian. It's just I couldn't push without going. My oil temps I can manage. The water temp just kept spiking, so I just conceded and was just gonna run there in third or whatever and just help it keep the stay within the bubble to help Brian push Sean. But yeah, it was fun. It was sucks it had to be run again. I hate these tracks because it's follow the leader until mayhem. But it was fun. It was fun hanging with these guys and racing with these guys again.
Oh man, Charles, excellent breakdown there for us. That was a lot of fun to watch you take the checkered flag here tonight. Oh boy, who makes it all happen for you? Who we shouting out?
Well, I got figuring you hit 1,000 subscribers. I guess I would have to, thank you guys for the broadcast, but there it is. But not only that, I will figure you got 1,000 subscribers. I guess, what is it, Stram? What is it, STRAMM? Right? How do you spell it?
STAMM. There you go.
STAMM. So for the next 48 hours, I'll put a discount code on my website, STAM, get you 10% off the whole whatever you order. So for 48 hours for 1,000 subscribers, I'll do that. So give me a couple minutes. Once I get done here, I'm gonna go smoke and stretch because I'm old. Sitting in this chair for a while. To the admins, I say it all the time. I used to run leagues. I used to be in this league. It's not fun. I wouldn't say it's not fun, because if it's not fun, you don't do it. But it's not easy dealing with adult children all day and dealing with that. And then to the, I can't, because we had a big group of people: Will, Cameron, Justin, Brian. I'm missing Sean, a bunch of guys that were in there. We had fun, just laughing, joking around, me with my soundboard. So, and then to my company, Go Racing Diecast, like I said, 48 hours, 10%. Usually it's 5%, but I'll do 10%. Stam, GoRacingDiecast.com, new, previously owned collection, pre-orders, customs, you name it, I have it. And then sponsorships as well. I know a bunch of people email me about sponsorships. I'm possibly moving to Maryland, so I've been busy, and I got a lot of stuff to do in the next couple of weeks. So, but yeah, and to the rest of the drivers, it was fun.
Awesome job there, Charles.
Thank you.
Charles, thank you so much. I'll be honest with you, it makes me tear up a little bit just saying the old Stam discount code there. So thank you so much, and have a great rest of your night. There you heard it, Goat Racing Diecast number 41. I'll tell you right now, that's way better than any other diecast you can get on the market. Make sure you hit up Charles Van Swick. Thanks, Charles. Have a great rest of your night. And I believe the old Yamentator is caught up with our P2 finisher here tonight, Cameron Smith. Justin and Cameron, you both got yourself a copy here tonight.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well, Cameron, we come up one spot short, unfortunately, but man, what a run right there. Kind of talk us through your last lap there.
Well, honestly, I just kind of hung in the back most of the race, so I had to really pick and choose the right moments to move, and I saw a moment to get up there on the high line with some other cars coming up behind me and a couple cars in front of me making the move, and I knew I could trust Chuck, so I just decided to follow him and see where it would take me, and it took me right to the front.
Most definitely just kind of like a halfback following the left guard on a pulling play. But, man, you know, kind of started with this late here, so you're going to have a little deficit, but I don't know if you made it in the playoffs, but, man, you got to have some good momentum going into Darlington next weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm kind of a part-time driver this season because I missed out on quite a bit earlier in the season. So I guess you would consider me a part-time. But I am having fun here lately. I'm getting some good results. This is, I believe, the second time in the last, might be back-to-back or in the last 2 to 3 weeks that I finished second to Chuck. And, you know, I couldn't ask for someone better to finish second place too. He's pretty good. I've learned a lot from him over the years racing with him. He's made me a better driver, and I appreciate it.
Most definitely, man. We appreciate you. Got anybody you'd like to shout out tonight, Cameron?
Yeah, I just wanted to say thanks again to the to you guys for putting on the broadcast. I know you guys had to rebroadcast everything from last week. You know, after we had our technical issues, and yeah, just a shout out to you guys, and then also to the admins for just putting on the show and putting up with everything that they got to put up with from all of us, and all that every single week.
Man, we appreciate it so much. I believe Mr. Sean has caught up with our third place finisher, Mr. Brian Huntley.
Yeah, yo.
Thank you, Cameron Smith. Congratulations once again on your P2 finish here tonight. And yes, sir, Bobcat Tail, Brian Huntley Jr., how are you doing on this wonderful race evening? Bring it home, P3.
I'm doing all right. That was a wild race. Unfortunately, I hate it for those who raced last week. iRacing had its little hiccup, and but yeah, it felt good to finish P3. I figured out that on my way home from Tennessee that nothing saved. So I'm like, oof. Yeah. But otherwise, a lot of strategy tonight. Absolutely intense moves up and down the track, working with people who you're not too familiar with and people you are familiar with. So just a lot of strategy between everybody.
Brian Huntley Jr., excellent job for you here tonight. Not only within, goodness, week after week after week, you put it down being one of the best league owners that I know here, and you're going to bring it home here with on the track within our third place position. And it'll be interesting to see if that propels you up into the playoffs. But Brian Huntley Jr., is there anybody who you'd like to thank or shout out to who allows you to race with us? Every Tuesday night, race in and race out.
Yeah, I'd like to thank you guys, for most you and the y'all man for the awesome broadcast every Tuesday. We wouldn't be where we're at without you guys, with all the excitement, and that's what makes it fun to go back and watch. To all the drivers every week that come out. To the ones I was working with tonight, Charles, Judson, Christopher Campbell, Cameron, Justin, all those great guys out there. Just everybody who comes out every week to support us and put a show on. And once and foremost, the wonderful lady who now obviously here talking, but but the wonderful lady for taking over RC after every race, a new mommy, so we're thankful for that. Hopefully everything goes well with all that, and so it's been a lot to maintain.
And congratulations on the new family member there, and Brian Huntley Jr., congratulations on your podium finish here tonight. We'll get wrapping things up here on the old Stam Studio Network. Hopefully, Brian, Cameron Smith, Charles Van Swick, congratulations on your race win and podium finishers here tonight, as well as each and every single one of you have joined here live on Stam Studio Network. As yes, finally, it has finally happened here. 1,000, count them, 1,000 subscribers. Thanking each and every single one of you from the bottom of my heart. Make sure you hit up Goat Racing Diecast, Charles Van Schwick, discount code STAMM for 10% off. Normally 5% off, but Charles doing us a favor here for hitting 1,000. Justin Yaw, Justin Yaw, thank you so much for everything that you have done for us here up in the co-commentary position. We're gonna catch our virtual flights here home, ladies and gentlemen, but thank each and every single one of you. Justin, is there anything that you'd like to end with here tonight?
I don't have anything. I'd like to appreciate every single one of you tuning in each and every week with us here in the Bump and Run gang. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night as we'll take on Darlington with our Full Throttle Performance group. And once again, man, appreciate Sean allowing me to come up here each and every week to commentate these races with him. 1,000, baby. Now to the moon we go.
Thank you so much, Justin, and thank you each and every single one of you I'm serious, from the bottom of my heart. Makes me tear up just thinking about it. I sincerely appreciate each and every single one of you, the league owners, as well as the drivers, and each and every single one of you live there in Stam Studio Network land. 1,000! Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm going to catch my virtual flight back home and get out to Darlington tomorrow night with Justin as we will bring you some full throttle performance Next Gen Racing League. Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your night. I thank you all sincerely from the bottom of my heart. I'll see you next tomorrow night. Thanks, everybody.